3, 2, 1, go!
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Landon Does Stuff channel. Today we're going to be continuing our look back through Dyan Estella's take on the Corruption mod, Corruption Reimagined. And in case you missed the first part, don't worry, just go and click that iCard right about now. And you can go watch part 1 and meet us back here when you're done. Or just don't, you can just watch part 2, I mean, I'm not your dad, I can't tell you what to do. I think? Here, let me try. Hey you, subscribe young man! Please? If you're not? Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna do a quick recap in case if you're really stubborn and didn't want to go watch part 1. So, we started out the series with boyfriend and girlfriend both infected by the corruption, with them finding Pico and battling him much like the original corruption. Though unlike the original series, Pico actually manages to land a shot on boyfriend, and another shot on GF in the second episode. And as the battle went on, Pico corrupted more and more, until the third and final episode, where boyfriend and girlfriend both end up actually escaping the corruption, but Pico sadly succumbs to it, sacrificing his life to save both boyfriend and girlfriend, with the duo fleeing after corrupted Pico shoots himself. And that's all for the story so far. I mean, it was really quick. I don't know what you were expecting, you know. It's literally the first week of a corruption mod. It's gonna get a lot longer. So, anyways, why don't we go ahead and see who the hell Pico's gonna go after? So, without further ado, hey there folks, the name's Landon, and like always, I'm doing stuff. And today I'm asking the question, what is the Corruption Reimagined? So why don't we go ahead and get to answering that question.
Three, two, one, go!
So, it seems after hunting for quite a while, Pico has found his first victim, as he finds a certain limo and shoots out one of the tires, with the one and only Mommy Mearest stepping out. Wondering what the hell happened, as Pico jumps on the roof of her limo, the battle begins, with the entire week being released on July 27th, 2022, featuring the song Satin Savagery by Valor Jansect and Funny Man. The song starts with Pico shrouded in mist, with only a corrupted eye visible, as Mommy Mearest leads, with Pico freestyling. And afterwards, the mist fades. And here we are, folks! My least favorite week in the OG corruption. Let's see if Dyan and his team can make this week more enjoyable. Though anyways, as soon as Pico shows himself, we can see blood splattered on his face. From when he shot himself at the end of his fight with boyfriend, of course, in that cutscene. And Mommy Mearest has this look of disgust and confusion. Just staring at Pico, wondering what the hell she's even fighting. She doesn't even use her powers with no red glare coming from her eyes, like she just kind of wants to get this fight done with and go on her way. Though the battle continues with Mommy Mearest actually losing, with her needing to fight back a bit harder. With her actually using her powers because of course the corruption isn't gonna go down easy. As well as the battle goes on, we can see a dark purple mist in the background, which really gives an unsettling, creepy, and lonely feeling to it all. Like the corruption's already taken over quite a lot of the world, with Mommy Mearest's two limos both side by side, with Pico standing on the roof of the limo, with Mommy Mearest herself standing on the hood. And to be honest, not much more happens in the episode. Mommy Mearest and Pico both do get out with Mommy Mearest actually trying now, so I guess we're gonna have to go ahead and see what the hell happens to Mommy Mearest and if she actually is able to fight off the corruption.
Three, two, one, go!
In the next episode, again released on July 27th, 2022, featuring the song Dispatch by Funny Man. And it looks like Mommy Mearest has been infected quite a bit. Probably doesn't help, that she wasn't trying for like half of the last fight, but seems like corrupting quite a bit actually got her to start fighting back, now using her powers throughout the entire song. So that's good. The song is much faster paced than Satin Savagery as well, because the stakes are rising higher and higher. Though Mommy Mearest still doesn't really know what she's fighting, with this look of confusion and worry, with her even sweating now, much like Pico when he fought boyfriend and girlfriend in his second day, with Mommy Mearest trying her best to repel the corruption. But it seems that some other people decided to, instead of repel it, to flee instead, as now the second limo has disappeared, most likely meaning Mommy Mearest's henchmen decided to leave while they still had the time, and Mommy Mearest decided to stay to fight off the corrupted sharpshooter. And speaking of the corrupted sharpshooter, after he shoots himself, Pico's actually beginning to break free, with small cracks appearing on the tips of Pico's hair. Sure, only his eye, but it's working, with him having this look of worry, probably knowing what this means if the corruption wins, with him non-stop shooting himself, trying to break himself free from the corruption. Or, you can't really have a host if the host is dead. Though, it's not doing much. The corruption is still mostly in control of Pico, though it seems that he at least has control of his right hand, of course, with him shooting himself non-stop. And the song ends with one final gunshot. And Mommy Mearest decides to turn up the heat. We're not holding back anymore, folks. Mommy Mearest is going all out in her
3, 2, 1, go!
final episode, released once again on July 27th, 2022, featuring the song Glammed by Valorjasek and Funnyman once again. And it seems that things are going well. Mommy Mearest is almost fully uncorrupted now with her turning up the heat and using all of her powers, with Pico uncorrupting even more now, with a crack forming on his chest, and him seeming to be in full control of his body as the corruption's eye no longer has its pupil. But this doesn't stop Pico, as he keeps shooting himself, with you having to press the exclamation mark notes to save Pico from an early death, as Mommy Mearest is giving it all that she has, with the background now being a bright red to match with Mommy Mearest's powers. The stakes are higher than ever, and maybe if Mommy Mearest and Pico keep going, this could be the end right here. And things seem to be going well. I mean, Mommy Mearest is actually winning towards the end, but things begin to fall apart when Mommy Mearest's henchmen show up, and they're now all corrupted. And Pico begins to fall as he goes back down to just his eye. He tries to hold on, but can't. He keeps corrupting, he keeps trying to shoot himself non-stop, with his last words sounding like a warning for Mommy Mearest, telling her to... Mommy Mearest grows tired. She can't keep going all out, and all of these things at once lead to a 5v1, and spell the end, as Mommy Mearest tries her best to hold on and save Pico, but it's too late. He recorrupts, and soon enough, Mommy Mearest is overpowered by the corruption. Damn. What a sad turn of events. They almost had it right there. Mommy Mearest almost broke Pico free from the corruption, only to have her durability tested and broken, and paying for it by, meeting an early fate and being overpowered by the corruption. Such a shame. All things considered, though, this was so much better than OG corruption. But I'll dive into that once we get to the thing we've been waiting for. That's right, folks. You know what time it is. It's tier list time. Woo! So, where does Mommy Mearest rank on our tier list? Well, let me get this out of the way first. Reimagined did a much better job than the OG Corruption did with Mommy Mearest Week. For example, the songs were all being much better than the OG series, the art was all great like usual, and although the outcome didn't change, the battles felt a whole lot more dynamic because of Pico actually uncorrupting quite a bit. And more things were happening, with Mearest going all out in the end, and speaking of which, not gonna lie, it was kinda sad seeing Mearest come so close to fall thanks to her henchman leaving earlier in day 2. And with her still fighting back, with it all being in vain. So, do I think this week is better than Pico's? No. For 2 reasons, though it's like one main reason. 1. The songs were pretty short, all things considered. I mean, the final song is only 1.5 minutes long, which is really short to have Mearest go all out with Pico, having him uncorrupt even more, then having the henchmen show up, Pico recorrupts almost immediately, and then Mearest corrupts, at the speed of light, which leads to number 2. The story is more dynamic, though it feels really rushed at the end. The pacing of it definitely could have been better. As I mentioned just now with day 3 about how Pico got corrupted at light speed and same with Mommy Mearest, though it still is a really fun week, both to watch and play. So even with its flaws, I still think that it's deserving of a B tier. With some flaws that could be fixed, Mommy Mearest Week is still a fun time. Though, I guess that's all for now, folks. I guess I'll see you next time, with whatever the hell I'm doing. The name's Landon, and I'm done with my stuff. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.